If it really bothered you that much, you wouldn't do it.
Are you kidding? I certainly don't want to blow Sunday on this scene. Gonna either have to move Mother to Parkville or move the grave to Pittsburgh.
Don't be ridiculous. Mother can't make a drive like this.
You have the flowers? Don't tell me I drove hours and forgot the
Johnny,
flowers.
it takes you 5 minutes.
3 hours. No, 6 hours. 6 hours and 5 minutes. Mom wants to remember, so we have to drive 400 miles to lay flowers on a grave, as if he's staring up through the ground to check out the decorations. We have to remember, and she stays at home. It must have been one of those Amber Alerts. Nobody around.
Well, it is late. If you'd get up a little earlier.
Already lost an hour's sleep on the time change.
Oh. Sometimes I think you complain just to hear yourself talk.
You remember right here? I jumped out at you from behind that tree. Grandpa got all excited. You will be damned to hell. Right here, I jumped out from behind that tree at you. You used to be so scared here.
Johnny!
They're coming to get you,
Stop
Barbara.
it. I mean it.
You're still afraid.
Stop it.
They're gonna get you,
You're
Barbara.
ignorant.
They're coming out of their graves.
Johnny, stop.
After you. They're coming to get you.
Johnny, stop.
Here comes one of them now.
He'll hear
Coming
you.
to get you. Hey. Oh, God. Ah!
Johnny! 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 Johnny!
We're sorry. All circuits are busy now. Will you please try your call again later? We're sorry. All circuits are busy now. Will you please try your call again later?
Password. Shit. Password. I don't know. Seriously?
Hey, who are you?
Can you help me?
What's going on? Where's Chris?
I'm in this house. I don't know where I am. These things they attacked me. Can you come here? Can you help me?
Where's Chris? How did you get on his computer?
I don't know where I am. I'm in someone's house. Do you know where I am?
Yeah, you're at Chris's house. You're next door to me. You haven't seen him?
Oh my, oh God.
All right. Okay, it's all right now. Look, there's probably going to be a lot more of them as soon as they found out you're here. I mean, I can't. My truck's out of gas. There's a pump outside, but it's locked. Is there food there? Do you have food? Try and find something to eat. Over here, I might as well have 2 tin cans and a string. You've got to get out of there. Just get to where there are other people, someone with guns or something. I'm gonna try and find some food.
No, what's happening? What's happening?
How many? Oh, come on. Look, now I know you're scared, but we can handle them. Come on, how many are out there? How many? How many? Just don't let them know you're there. Hey, see if is any wood around the fireplace. I look. You're scared. I'm scared. I'm scared too, just like you. Now you're not gonna be worth anything if we don't do something. I'm gonna board up the doors and windows, and well, if you can't leave, you should do the same. There's nobody around to help us, but we're gonna be all right. Okay? Now, I want you to look around and see if there's any wood in that fireplace. Okay? Well, this place is fairly secure. How about yours? I mean, it won't be too long. They'll be trying to hammer their way in soon enough. But they're afraid of fire. I found that out. I mean, there must have been 50, 100 of them down in Cambria when the news broke. I saw this big gasoline truck, down at Beekman's Diner. And I had heard the radio in my truck. This gasoline truck came screaming out of the diner lot onto the road. There must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing it. And I mean, it looks funny to me, but I don't see the things running behind it right away. I just see this big truck and it looks funny. You know how slow trucks will start and it's pulling out onto the road and weaving. Then I see those things. And the truck's moving so slow, they're catching up and grabbing and jumping on. And that truck just cut right across the road through the guardrail. I mean, I'm starting to throw on my brakes, and the truck smashes into this big sign and into the pumps in the exhaust station down there. I hear the crash, and that big thing starts burning. And it's still moving right through the pump stand and on into the station. I'm stopped still, and I see those things. They're all starting to back off. Some of them running, or at least it looks like they're running, but they move like they're kind of injured, but they keep backing off. And it's like they've got to get away from the fires. And the guy driving the truck, he can't get out. He's got the cab of the truck plowed halfway into the wall of the station, and things frying him in there, and he's screaming. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen, I mean, I don't know if the whole place is gonna explode or fly to pieces or what's gonna happen. So I start driving for the gas station, and the man in the truck is screaming, and after a while, he just stops. And there's those things standing back across the road, looking like they just came back from the grave or something. And they're over by the diner, and there's cars and buses in the diner lot, and all the windows are smashed. For those, it's like, for sure they definitely killed the people in the diner. And more are outside, all over the place, just biding their time for a chance to move in. So I start my truck up, and I barrel it right at some of them. I'm streaming down right on them, and I get a good look at them. I see them for the first time in my lights, and then I just run right down on them. I just grind down as hard as I can, and I knock a couple of them up 50 feet, flailing into the air, and I just want to smash them, crush the filthy things. And they're just standing there. They're not even running. They're not even trying to get out the road. Some of them are even reaching out as if they can grab me. But they're just standing there. And the truck's running them down like they were bugs or something. I'm just about kids, and I guess they'll do all right. They can take care of themselves, but they're still only kids. And them living with their mom and all, and I'm just gonna do what I can. I'm gonna get back, and I'm gonna see my people, and things are gonna be all right. And and I'm gonna get back. You and me are gonna be all right too. We can just fight those things off. I mean, you can just smash them. All you gotta do is just keep your wits about you. Don't be too afraid. We move faster than they can, and they're awful weak. And if you don't run, just keep swinging, you can kill them. We're smarter than they are. We're stronger than they are. We're gonna stop them. Okay. I mean, all we have to do is just keep our heads.
Who are they?
You haven't heard anything?
I,
You mean you don't know what's going on?
No, 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 I can't. God, what is happening? What is happening to
All
us?
right.
And
Okay, all right.
God, why? What is happening? Tell me. Tell me. We were in the cemetery. Me and Johnny, my brother Johnny, we brought flowers for, and then this man, he came after me, and Johnny, he fought, and now he's
Yeah, all right. Shh. Hey.
I gotta help him. I gotta go get Johnny. I gotta go out and find him and bring him here. We'll be safe and we can help him, please.
No.
Please,
No.
we've got to go.
Look, look, calm down. You're safe right where you are. You can't take any chances.
No, I've got to go get Johnny.
Come on, you've got to settle down. You don't know what these things are. It's not like Sunday school out there.
No, please. Oh, no.
Emergency Network. Normal broadcast facilities have been temporarily discontinued. Stay tuned to this wavelength for emergency information. Your law enforcement agencies urge you to remain in your homes. Keep all doors and windows locked or boarded shut. Use all food, water, and medical supplies sparingly. Civil defense forces are attempting to gain control of the situation. Stay near your radio and remain tuned to this frequency. Do not use your automobile. Remain in your homes. Keep all doors and windows locked. Our live broadcasters will convey information as received from Civil Defense Headquarters. This is your Civil Defense Emergency Network. Normal broadcast facilities have been temporarily discontinued. Stay tuned to this wavelength.
We're all right now. I mean, this place is solid. I've got a gun and some bullets. So we've got the emergency network, and sooner or later, somebody will come and get us out of here. You got food in there? Chris used to keep the Doritos in his desk drawer.
Remember to stay in your homes. Keep all doors and windows locked, preferably boarded shut.
That's us. We're doing all right. Maybe you ought to lie down. Maybe you... Okay. Well, I don't know if you're hearing me or not, or if you're like out of it or something, but you're safe there. Nothing's going to get in there, at least not easily. I mean, if you put enough stuff in front of the door, it'll help, but it's going to take some doing. And you can hear them, and I think you can keep them out. We're going to fix things up well so they can't get in no matter what. But for the time being, you're okay there. Okay? Hey, you going to be all right? I'll be right here. All right now. I'm right here, next door.
Facilities have been instructed to discontinue programming. Stay tuned on this. Ladies and gentlemen. What? Yeah. What? Yeah, I got that one. What, another one? Put it through. Up-to-the-minute reports inform us that the siege, first documented in the Midwestern section of the country, is indeed spread across the nation and is in fact worldwide. Medical and scientific advisors have been summoned to the White House, and reporters on the scene in Washington inform us that the president is planning to make public the results of that conference in an address to the nation over your Civil Defense Emergency Network. The strange beings that have appeared in most parts of the nation seem to have certain predictable patterns of behavior. In the few hours following initial reports of violence and death, and apparently deranged attacks on the lives of people taken completely off guard, It has been established that the alien beings are human in many physical and behavioral aspects. Hypotheses as to their origin and their aims have to this point been so varied and so diverse that we must only report these factors to be unknown. Teams of scientists and physicians presently have the corpses of several of the aggressors, and these corpses are being studied for clues that might negate or confirm existing theories. The most overwhelming fact is that these beings are infiltrating through urban and rural areas throughout the nation in forces of varying number. And if they have not as yet evidenced themselves in your area, please take every available precaution. Attack may come at any time in any place without warning. Repeating the important facts from our previous reports, there is an aggressive force, an army of unexplained, unidentified humanoid beings that has appeared in worldwide proportions, and these beings are totally aggressive, irrational in their violence. Civil defense efforts are underway, and investigations as to the origin and purpose of the aggressors are being conducted. All citizens are urged to take utmost precautionary measures to defend against the insidious alien force. These beings are weak in physical strength, are easily distinguishable from humans by their deformed appearance. They are usually unarmed, but appear capable of handling weapons. They have appeared, not led, an organized army, not with any apparent reason or plan. Indeed, they seem to be driven with the urges of entranced or obsessed minds. They appear totally unthinking. They can, I repeat, they can be stopped by mobilization, that is, by blinding or dismemberment. They are, on the average, weaker in strength than an adult human, but their strength is in numbers, in surprise, and in the sheer fact that they are beyond our normal realm of understanding. They appear to be irrational, non-communicative beings, and they are definitely to be considered our enemies in what we must call a state of national emergency.
Well, that's reassuring. Looks like you've got things pretty well locked up in there.
What the hell? Who are you? You were in my basement? How?
Well,
Man, I could have used some help up here. How long have you two been down there?
It's the basement. It's the safest place.
I know it's the basement. It's my basement. You mean you didn't hear the racket I was making up here?
How were we supposed to know what was going on up here? It could have been those things for all we knew.
She was screaming. I know you know what a woman sounds like when she's screaming. Those things don't make any noise. I mean, anybody's got to know when there's someone up here that could use some help.
you can't really tell what's going on from down there.
We thought we could hear screams, but that might have been those things were in the house after her.
And you wouldn't come up to help.
Well, if there were more of us.
That racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How are we supposed to...
Now you just said it was hard to hear down there. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart. Which is it?
All right, you tell me. I'm not going to take those kinds of chances when we got a safe place down there. We luck into a safe place. You're telling us to risk our lives because somebody needs help?
Something like that, yeah.
Look, okay, why don't we all just settle down
Look, mister. Well, all right. We're all on the call now. We're all making contact, all right? And I suggest you come downstairs before any of those things find out we're here.
Oh, they can't get in here.
You got the whole place boarded up?
Most of it. All but upstairs. It's weak in places, but it won't be hard to fix up well, especially with your help.
You're insane. The cellar is the safest place in the house.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We're damn lucky to get away at all. And now you're telling me they can't get through a piece of wood?
Look, his wife and kid are across town on FaceTime. The kid's pretty badly torn up.
Well, I think we're better off up here.
Look at the boards, Mr. Tinsdale. We could strengthen all those up.
With all of us working, we could fix this up so nothing can get in here. I've got food, I've got fire, and we've got the emergency alerts.
And we can bring all those things downstairs with us. Man, you're crazy. You got a million windows up here. All of these windows are going to make them all strong enough to keep them out?
Those things haven't got any strength, man. I killed 3 of them and pushed the other one out the door.
I'm telling you, they turned our car onto its roof.
Oh, hell, any 5 people can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5, is there? There's not going to be 10, 20, 30, 100, maybe. Once they know we're in here, the place will be crawling with them.
Well, if there's that many, they're going to get us no matter where we are.
Look, in the cellar, we have one door, all right? Only one. It's the only place we have to protect. And Tom and I fixed it, so it locks and it boards from the inside. But all these doors and windows, we'd never know where they were going to hit us next.
You've got a point, Mr. Tinsdale. Mr. Tinsdale. But down in the cellar, there's no place to run. I mean, if they do get in, there's no back exit. We'd be done for.
We could get out of here if we had to. And we can see what's going on outside. Down there, there are no windows. If a rescue party does come, we'd never know it. Windows mean that we can...
The cellar is the strongest place.
Look, the upstairs is just as much of a trap as the cellar. There's 3 rooms up there, and they have to be boarded up like this stuff down here. Then if they do get in, the windows, they can't get past the doors, and they're weak. We can keep them out. I got this gun now, and I didn't have before, and I still killed 3 of them. Now we might have to try and get out of here ourselves because there's no guarantee that anybody's going to send help. I mean, suppose those things come in here. We can't bust out of the cellar because we opened that one door. They got us.
Look, I don't know. I think he's right. He's got a point. You know how many are out there?
I figure maybe 4 or 5.
You two can do whatever you want. I'm going to stay in the cellar and call my wife, and you better decide, because I'm going to board up that door, and I am not going to be crazy enough to unlock it again, no matter what happens.
Well, wait a minute, Mr. Tinsdale. Let's think about this for a while.
No, I have made my decision. You make yours. You can stew your own juices.
Wait a minute, damn it. Let's think about this a moment. Look, we can make it into the cellar if we have to, and if we do decide to stay down there, look, we'll need some things from up here. Look, let's just consider it for a moment.
Man, if you box yourself into that cellar, and if there's a lot of those things that get into the house, you're done for. At least up here, you can outrun the things.
Yeah. Looks like it's 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's more than there was. There's a bunch out back too, unless it's the same ones that were back there.
Harry, are you all right?
It's all right, Helen. We're all right.
Harry, we need help down here.
Man, we've got to fix these boards.
You are crazy. Those things are going to be at every door and window in the place. You've got to get into the cellar.
Go ahead and stay in your damn cellar. And don't touch any of my food. Now, if I stay up here, I'm going to be fighting for what's up here. And that food and that radio and all of this is what I'm fighting for. And you are wrong. You are just wrong. You understand? If you're staying in the cellar, then stay in the cellar. And don't mess with me anymore.
The man is crazy. He's crazy. We've got to have food down there. We have a right.
This your house?
We've got a right to...
You staying down there with him?
Well,
no beating around the bush. Are you staying or not? This is your last chance.
Harry, I think he's right.
You're crazy.
I really think we'd be better off up here.
You're crazy. I got a kid at home. She was already hurt by one of those things. If I don't make it back to her, make sure she's all right. We've got to stay in the basement and wait it all out.
Okay. Now you're her father. If you're dumb enough to go die in that trap, it's your business, but I ain't dumb enough to go with you. It's just bad luck for the kid that her man's so dumb. Now stay the hell down in my cellar, and you can be the boss down there, and I'm the boss up here. And you're not taking any of my food. You're not taking anything.
Harry, we can get food to you. Don't you? If you want to stay down there and...
Bastards! You know I won't open the door again. I mean it.
We can fix this up here. Like, with your help, we could...
Yeah, well, I think you're both nuts. With my help.
Oh, let him go, man. His mind is made up. Let him go.
Harry, look, we'd be better off up here. Look, if we stick together, man, we can fix it up real good. There's places we can run to up here. Harry, look, we'd be better off if all 3 of us was working together. Like, We can let you have food when you need it, and if we knock, those things might be chasing us, and you can let us in. Like,
Hey,
Harry.
hey, not Chris. Still here?
Barbara.
Barbara. He's wrong. And we're not boxing ourselves down there.
We were almost in the house when they hit us. We didn't even notice the thing coming, and she has a bad fever.
Someone upstairs. I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances. We don't know what was going on up there. Does she seem to be all right? They're staying upstairs. The idiots think we should stick together. It's safest down here. They don't take a chance up there. They can't hold those things off forever. There's too many ways they can get into the house up there. Did you hear the radio? It must have been, I don't know, civil defense or something. I think it's not just us. This thing's happening all over this damn thing.
Harry, that ancient radio can't pick up anything in that stinking dungeon.
So what? I hate you, right? I hate the kid. I don't want to be with you. I'd rather be in this damn place. Oh my God, Helen, do you realize what's happening? Those things are all over the place. They'll kill us all. You think I enjoy watching my kids suffer when I can't even be there? I enjoy seeing all this happen.
She needs help. She needs a doctor. She's gonna maybe die here. We have to get out of here, Harry. We have to.
Oh, yeah, I'll just walk out and come right over and get you. Wait, I can pack up right now, get ready to go. I'll just say to those things, excuse me, my wife and kid are uncomfortable. I'm going into town. For God's sake, there's maybe 20 of those things out there. There's more every minute.
There's someone upstairs. Are you fighting with them? Upstairs, downstairs? What the hell's the difference? Maybe they can help you. Go upstairs and get some help and get us out of here.
Harry?
Yes, Tom.
Harry, look, we got food. We got some medicine. We got some things from up here. There's going to be a thing on the news in like 10 minutes. Harry, it's a civil defense thing to tell us what to do.
I'm coming to you. I can be there in half an hour.
You're out of your mind, Helen. Oh, it takes us a minute. Those things get in up here, and it's too late to change your mind. Don't you see that? Can't you see we're safe as long as we keep those doors sealed up?
I don't give a damn. I don't care, Harry. I don't care anymore. I want to get out of here. Go upstairs. See if someone will help us. Maybe Karen will be okay. Harry, please, for just a minute, go up and see what's up there. We'll hear the radio and maybe we can figure some way to get out of here. Maybe with all of us, we can make it, Harry.
Hey, Harry, Twitter's back up. Come on up. We'll see the civil defense broadcast on live.
Go on. There'll be something that tells us what to do.
All right, this is your decision, but don't blame me if we all get killed.
Look, we can see the broadcast, I think.
Poor thing. She must have been through a lot.
I think her brother was killed out there.
Tom! Hey, Tom! Are you going to give me a hand with this thing?
Sure.
Her brother was killed?
This place is ridiculous. There's a million weak spots up here.
I don't care. There's people out there. Why don't you go do something to help somebody?
Can't see a damn thing out there. There could be 50 million of those things. I can't see a thing. That's how much good these windows do us. Wake that girl up. If there's gonna be a thing on the tube, she might as well know where she stands. I don't want anybody's life on my hands.
Harry, stop acting like a child.
I don't want to hear anything else from you. If you stay up here, you'll take your orders from me, and that includes leaving her alone. She needs rest. She's just as crazy as ever, and now we're just going to let her sleep it off.
It's on.
Assign little credibility to the theory that this onslaught is a product of mass hysteria. Authorities advise utmost caution until the menace can be brought under absolute control. Eyewitness accounts have been investigated and documented. Corpses of vanquished aggressors are presently being examined by medical pathologists, but autopsy efforts have been hampered by the mutilated condition of these corpses. Security measures instituted in metropolitan areas include enforced curfews and safety patrols by armed personnel. Citizens are urged to remain in their homes. Those who ignore this warning expose themselves to intense danger from the aggressors themselves and from armed citizenry, whose impulse may be to shoot first and ask questions later. Rural or otherwise isolated dwellings have been most frequently the objective of frenzied, concerted attack. Isolated families are in extreme danger. Escape attempts should be made in heavily armed groups and by motor vehicle if possible. Appraise your situation carefully before deciding upon an escape tactic. Fire is an effective weapon. These beings are highly flammable. Escape groups should strike out for the nearest urban community. Manned defense outposts have been established on major arteries leading into all communities. These outposts are equipped to defend refugees and to offer medical and surgical assistance. Police and vigilante groups are in the process of combing remote areas in search and destroy missions against all aggressors. These patrols are attempting to evacuate isolated families. But rescue efforts are proceeding slowly due to the increased danger of nightfall and the sheer enormity of the task. Rescue for those in isolated circumstances is highly undependable. You should not wait for a rescue party unless there is no possibility of escape. If you are few against many, you will almost certainly be overcome. The aggressors are irrational and demented. Their sole urge is the quest for human flesh. Sheriff Conan W. McClelland of the County Department of Public Protection was interviewed minutes after he and his vigilante patrol had vanquished several of the aggressors. We bring you now the results of that interview.
Yeah, well, this is a rough country for an evening hike. Things ain't going too badly. The men are taking it pretty well. We killed 19 of them today, right around this general area. These last 3 we found trying to claw their way into an abandoned mine shed. Nobody in there. These things just pounding and clawing, trying to bust their way in. It's funny in a way. Must have thought there was people in there. We heard the racket and came and blasted them down.
What's your opinion then? Can we defeat these things?
There ain't no problem. Only problem is whether we can get them before they kill off all these people. But my officers can handle them okay. We ain't lost nobody or suffered any casualties. All you gotta do is shoot for the eyes. You can tell anybody out there, all you gotta do is draw a sharp bead and shoot for the eyes. Or beat them down and lop their heads off.
Then I'd have a decent chance even if I was surrounded by 2 or 3 of them.
If you had yourself a club or a good torch, you could hold them off or burn them to death. They catch fire like nothing, go up like wax paper. But the best thing is to shoot for the eyes. Don't wait for us to rescue you, because if they get you too far outnumbered, you've had it. We're doing our best, but we only got so many men and a whole lot of open country to comb.
But you think you can bring things under control?
We got things in our favor now. It's only a question of time. We ain't for certain how many there are of them things, but we know that when we find them, we're able to kill them. So it's a matter of time. They're weak, but there's pretty many of them. Don't wait for no rescue party. Arm yourself to the teeth. Get together in a group and try and make it to a rescue station. That's the best way. If you're alone, you gotta set stock still and wait for help. And we'll try like hell to get there before they do. Tell them to shoot for the eyes. That'll stop these monsters.
You have just heard Sheriff Conan W. McClelland for the County Department of Public Protection. This is your Civil Defense Emergency Network, with reports every hour on the hour for the duration of this emergency. Remain in your homes. Keep all doors and all windows locked. Do not, under any circumstances, leave.
What? Why'd you click it off for?
The woman said they only come 1 every hour. We heard all we need to know. We've got to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we could get there, they could help Karen.
Trust me, I want to get out of here. I want to go home, but how are we supposed to do that? Well, we don't have enough weapons. There's still a million of those things out there.
Look, Willard should have a checkpoint there. Like, it's about 17 miles.
You're from Willard.
Yeah, I was working in the cemetery. I'm the caretaker. Mr. Tinsdale was picking me up from work when a mob of them things attacked us and flipped the car. We just hightailed it in here. Didn't realize anyone was home.
You work in the cemetery? My brother is over there.
You poor thing. My girl is hurt too. We have to get to a rescue station. That's what the broadcast told us. We have to try and escape.
I think we ought to stick right here. Wait for a rescue party. He said if you're few against many, you don't have a chance. We can't walk 7 miles through those things.
We don't have to walk. My truck's right outside the door, but I'm just about out of gas. There's a pump near the shed next door, but it's locked.
Look, the key ought to be around somewhere. Hey, Bobby.
Barbara.
Barbara. Did you happen to see a key ring over there?
I'm going to see if I can find something that we can use to pick it, maybe.
You got a lot of experience picking locks, Mr. Tinsdale.
Hey, Barbara, is there a fruit cellar?
Chris doesn't exactly seem to be the kind of guy that ate a lot of fruit. I've got bottle of Gatorade, some burger wrappers, some homemade booze over here.
Sounds about right. Good. Grab the bottles. We can make Molotov cocktails, scare those things back, then fight our way to the pump and gas up the truck. We're going to need kerosene. It should be in his garage.
I do not want to know why everyone on this call seems to know how to make Molotov cocktails.
Kid, do you know what year it is?
I got the key ring. The pump key is marked with a piece of tape.
Good. That settles that question, but we should take a crowbar anyway in the case the key doesn't work. The crowbar can double as a weapon for whoever goes with me. But I don't want to get all the way out there and find out the pump won't open.
Look, I'll go. You and me, we can fight our way to the pump.
Here's what we're going to do. Hey, Barbara, open that closet door crack and look toward the window. Can you see the lights flashing in the house next door? I'm flipping the switch now.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. All right. Harry, you're going to have to guard the upstairs. Once we unboard the doors, those things can get in here easy. But me and Tom have to get in too after we get back with the truck. You've got to guard the door and unlock it for us. Then we'll board it up as fast as we can because those things are going to come fast right behind us. Barbara, when you see 2 people run out the door of that house, you're going to break that window, light the cloth on the bottles, and throw them at the things. Once you've thrown all of them, you run. And I mean run as fast as you can and get in this house, okay? Harry, if we don't get back, well, then you'll be able to see from upstairs and you can barricade the door again and go to the basement. You can sit down there and wait for the rescue party.
I want the gun then. It's the best thing for me to use. You're not going to have time to stop and aim.
I'm keeping the gun. Nobody else lays a hand on it. I've had it for years and it's mine.
You don't care what happens to us. How do we know you and Tom won't just take the truck and leave?
That's the chance you're going to have to take. If we cut out, you and Barbara will have your goddamn basement like you've been crying about all along.
Look, we are going to die here if we do not all work together.
My brother's out there. Maybe we can get him and bring him back. He's wounded, but he'll be okay.
Okay, honey. We'll all be all right. And maybe your brother will be too.
Let's get busy. We've got a lot to do if we're going to bust out of here.
You really think you can make a run like that with your only cover being thrown by a hysterical girl in a window?
Well, hey, now
You
I
need
think
someone smart up there with firepower to lay down some...
I'm pretty sure that I can throw
She's
a bomb.
clearly not emotionally stable enough to...
Harry!
Dude,
I'm speaking. I'm speaking. I don't mean to offend your delicate sensibilities, Harry, but I've got this handled. And while I'd be delighted to discuss your chest-thumping, misogynistic 1968 horror movie viewpoint, we don't exactly have the time or patience for it at the moment, so please, take a deep breath and try to control your nerves while the adults in the room navigate the logistics.
Right. So, can we continue prep now?
This is hard for all of us now. We just have to keep our heads on straight. It's all we can do. Karen is getting worse too. I have to get her to a doctor.
broomsticks and belt buckles and old sheets. It seems to hold okay, but And I always hated the Boy Scouts.
Okay, it'll be okay. Is there anything open upstairs?
Some windows in the rooms. Been unfastening the doors now.
Okay. Barbara's going to throw the cocktails from upstairs. Just splash the whole area with them. That should keep most of them away. And we'll make a break for the truck.
Okay, we're ready over here.
Things are ready up there.
Do this.
Now, me and Tom will unboard the front door. Barbara, you ready? Carry the Molotov cocktails with you. As soon as the door's unbarred, we can throw those things all over the place and make sure they catch fire well. When we hear your footsteps on the stairs, me and Tom will be gone. And it'll be up to you, Harry. You've got to watch this door. Got yourself a good length of pipe?
I'll stick with the club.
Okay, good. Okay.
That's all, Ben. Make a run for it.
Go. Get in. Leave it. He's gone. Just leave it.
What the hell happened?
We made it to the truck and we got all the way to the pump. It's just, there's too much fire. We needed the fire to keep them away, but it just got out of control. The whole damn pump just went up. Tom was right next to it. I couldn't stop it. I gotta do a damn thing. 10 minutes to 3. There'll be another broadcast in 10 minutes. No one look outside. You're not gonna like what you see.
Hey, Helen. How you holding up over there? You hear anything?
No, there was only one of those things when Karen got hurt. I haven't heard anything from upstairs since.
Well, we're gonna get you, okay? We're gonna get you and Karen, and then we might even be able to see where Johnny went and pick him up too.
I'm going to try and get Karen to eat something. Come on, honey. Come and talk to me. It'll make you feel better.
Hey, Barbara, can you come help me hold up this plank while I nail it?
Gotta get that gun. I can go to the cellar. We just have to wait it out. I just need that gun.
I think you need to be careful, Harry. Karen? Come on, sweetie. Mommy's here. Karen? Oh my God!
Harry, help me push this in the front door.
That damn gun.
Hey, put it down. I told you I'm the one handling the gun. Give it to me.
We'll see who's gonna shoot who. I am going to the cellar, and you two can rot up here, you crazy bastard.
Harry, just give it to me.
Come on, step lively now. Never can tell what we'll run up into here. You keep in touch with the squad cars, George?
Yep, they know where you are. They should be intercepting you at the house.
Good. These men is dog tired. They can use some rest and hot coffee. Let's push along now. Squad cars will be waiting with coffee and sandwiches at the house. Looks like this guy's car.
435 to 9 out. Do you need an ambulance at that location?
Negative. Poor guy. Never had a chance. We've been at it all night. No survivors. But I don't want to break until we get to that house over there. We might be wasting time while somebody needs our help. We'll see first, then stop and get some coffee.
Barbara. Barb. There's men outside. I can hear them. They must be here to rescue us. Hey! Hey! Officers! We're over here! Officer! Ah!
Damn it! What'd you shoot for? I told you to be careful. There might be people in there.
Ah, this place is demolished. There ain't nobody in there.
I'm sure I heard a girl scream. From the basement, maybe. Hey, wait! It's all right, man. Come on down. It's just a girl down here. It's too bad. An accident. The only loss we had the whole night.
Thank you for joining us for our second reading of Night of the Living Dead. A big thanks again to our friend, Your Friendly Neighborhood Shakespeare, for hosting this on his pages. You can visit him at his website, shakespeareapproves.com, or on Facebook at Shakespeare Approves, Your Friendly Neighborhood Shakespeare. We'll put links to all his stuff in the comments somewhere. We would like to thank our zombies, David Narlock, Andrew Gellos, and Caitlin Jurowitz. Tonight, you saw and heard Rebecca Martin as Karen, Allison Russell as Helen, Caitlin Jurowitz as news announcers, Andrew Weinstein as Sheriff McClelland, Shakira Searle as Tom, Steve Anderson as Harry, with Marie Nicole as Barbara, and Jamel Lewis as Ben. A big, huge, massive, enormous, and other synonyms as well. Thanks to all of them for taking a bit of a leap of faith with us to bring this story to life for 2020. If you enjoyed this reading, all of our past readings are available on our Facebook page and a little better organized on our website, zenithplayers.com. If you want more information on us, including how to be involved in a reading like this one or one not like this one, you can go to our Facebook page, Zenith Players, and send us a message or send an email to casting@zenithplayers.com, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. We want to continue to express our support to everyone out there working to keep us safe and those continuing to protest and demonstrate for the simple fact that Black Lives Matter. We have no more readings of Night of the Living Dead, but we return to Shakespeare this Saturday, November 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern with Coriolanus. And next Monday, November 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern will be George Bernard Shaw's Saint Joan. Thank you and good night.